There's one more thing that I wanted to bring up before that I forgot, and if I don't say it now, I'll forget again. We did have Ed and myself and Sue had a meeting with the monitor was on the phone, the Department of Justice was there, the leadership of the police department, the new leadership of the police department. This is a follow-up to the April meeting that we had where we were going to be injected as a board into the policy review process. They never got back to us. Remember that 2 weeks we'll get a plan. That never happened. 2 months later, we reconvened in this same meeting and we made the case again about why we wanted to do that. And again, it was 2 different deputy chiefs because there's different people in those positions now. We made the case and said we want to be in this process when your product is finished. So essentially when you're ready to propose a policy change to the chief, send it to us too, and that we'll be able to vet that for the whole board, which has not yet happened. And instead, so their argument was the onesies, everybody on an individual basis can do that, which leaves the dialogue doesn't happen between people that might have concerns or you might have a conversation. So their idea is community input. We were presenting a community conversation, which is a different thing. So I just wanted to make sure this group knew that we are in the process of sending a letter to the monitor that says that we are at an impasse. They had said that they would insert us into this process. They have not done that. We object to not having that done. Our view of it is for these reasons. We foresee that the policy would be presented to the board at our public meeting. That would enable people to make comments, the public to make comments. There is no path to informing the public about policy changes in their process. We are proposing something that does do that, and they are objecting. So to make that clear...
Do you understand why they're objecting? Why are they objecting?
Well, because they said it would take too much time. That's one of the things. Then the Department of Justice promptly said, but your 6-month review is now at 1.5 years. So what's that problem? So anyway, it was funny. But the other thing is that they really don't want, I mean, they've made that pretty plain. They want a power DMS. They, if individual, they have a complaint form. This is what Bill Slauson said. They have a complaint form online that people can say, or a suggestion for policy changes. And Elizabeth Martinez said to Mr. Slauson, how many people have used that? Where is it buried in your site? Kind of thing. And so anyway, it's clear that they do not want a community conversation about policy changes. We do want that kind of opportunity, and we feel that's our obligation to make that so. And so we're proposing that they present at one board meeting, that we have the month to review that, to examine that, to seek input from that, and then we have public comment at the next board meeting, and then we vote on whether or not we have any recommendations that are different or the same. How do we feel about this? And we send that to the chief before he makes his final decision. That's our suggestion. So we have constructed a letter to the monitor to that end, with copies to everybody and their mother, and that will go out this week. So I just wanted to let you know that that was happening.